Okay, today we are going to start the new chapter, that is sequential circuits. As we already told you that we are having the two types of digital circuits are there. Those are combination logic circuits as well as the sequential logic circuits. So in the second chapter, we have seen the what is combination logic circuit, and also we observed the uh, some examples of the combination logic circuits. And today, from today onwards, we are going to see the sequential logic circuits in the third chapter. And here, I told you that what is a combination logic circuit. So we observed in the combination logic circuit, there the output is depends on what, only present input. In the combination logic circuits, the output depends on what, only in the present input. That we call as a combination logic circuit. Now coming to the sequential logic circuit, so here the output is going to be depends on the uh, present input as well as the previous output. Present input as well as the previous output, that is we call as a sequential logic circuit. Here let me mention here, so combination logic circuit here. So for combination logic circuit, the output is depends on the, that is function of present input, function of the present input. Okay, now coming to in the sequential logic circuit, in the sequential logic circuit, here the output will be depends on the, that is function of the present input, as well as the previous output, previous output. Okay, so it is called as a sequential logic circuit. So here we call a previous output, with this can also called as the present state. We can also call a previous output as the present state. So here you have to remember that present state as well as the previous output both are same. So yeah, in our lecture I'm going to use the present state previous output. You have to make it a same meaning. So let me explain that over here. In the third chapter we are going to discuss about the latches, flip-flops, registers and counters. So let me give you the block diagram of the sequential logic circuit, so that you'll get some idea. We know that in the combination logic circuit, if I take a combinational logic circuit, right? So for this circuit, so what is the output? This output will be depends on what, only present input. The output will be depends on the only present input. But when we talk about the sequential logic circuit, the output depends on the present input as well as the previous output. That is, we can take one feedback path here. We'll take one feedback path, that is output will be fed back to the input port, and is called as a memory element. This is the memory block that is going to store the output data, previous output data. Okay, and this entire part is called as a sequential logic circuit. This entire part, that is a combination of the combination logic circuit as well as the this memory part, is called as a sequential logic circuit. So this is one sequential logic circuit. Okay, so here I'm using the shortcut. You should not use shortcut in your examination. You have to write full form sequential logic circuit. Okay, now here let me give the definition for the sequential logic circuit. I already told you that there is no need of separate definition here. So here you can observe that. So in the sequential logic circuit, the output of the sequential logic circuit depends on the present input as well as the present state. So there is the formal definition for the sequential logic circuit. Okay. So in the examination, if you're asked for the 2 marks or 3 marks, you can give this definition. So don't write like this mathematical form. You can write in words, sentence form for the definition. Okay. Now here, let's talk about this part, memory element. So what is memory? So up to now, in the so far we have seen this what we call this input to output path. That is combination logic circuit we observed already. But there is a extra part we are observing, that is a memory part here. So what is this memory here? So here we are going to use, in place of memory, we're going to use the latches or flip flops. So here these memories are we call them latches or flip flops. Okay, so you can observe the word this latch. So what is mean by latch? If you take your English dictionary, so you know what latch nothing but it like holding, like that it has to hold the data. It has to hold the data. That is a, we are having the zeros or one. We're talking binary, so we have to store the zeros or one. So memory nothing but storing data. So in place of storing data, we are going to use the latches or flip flops. That is, we have to store the information that to be fed back to the input side. Okay, and for that memory cases, the examples are the latches and flip flop. So let me give the definition for latch here. Let's talk about the latches here. After that, we'll go with the flip flops. Latches or latch. So you can say that a latch, if I give the formal definition, a latch is an electronic logic circuit, and that has the it is going to have the two inputs. It is going to have the two inputs and one output. Okay, and here among these two inputs, one input is called as a set input, and other input is called as a reset input. Okay, and it is going to store the 0 or 1. Let me give this definition. So it is a electronic logic circuit. It is going to have the two inputs. This will have the two inputs and one output. One output. Okay, and here among these two inputs, one input is a set input. We call one input is a set input, and other input is the reset input. A reset input. So we call this latch is a SR latch. We are going to call the latch as a SR latch. So S stands for the set, R stands for the reset. Okay. Now let me make it SR latch here. Okay, SR latch here. So I told you that this S stands for the word set and R stands for the word reset. Okay. Now here we are going to design this SR latch by using the universal AND gates. That is, we are going to design this latch by using NOR gates as well as by using NAND gates. We are going to design the SR latch by using the NOR gates and by using the NAND gates. So what is the main intention of our designing latch? The main intention is what? The main intention is to store the data. That is, you want to store the 0 bit or 1. So if you are able to store the 0 or 1, obviously we are going to store the multiple bits like 101, 1100 like that. We can store the multiple bits also, right? So first let us see the storing of 1 bit. Let us observe the storing of the 1 bit memory. Okay, this we will see now. So we can design the SR latch by using the NOR gates as well as by using the NAND gates. First, let me explain the SR latch by using NOR gates. Let us see SR latch. Using NOR gates. Okay. So here we are going to design the circuit which has to store the 1 bit 0 or 1. That is which has to store the previous data, previous output or present state. So by using NOR gates here, let me give the circuit diagram for this. So here we'll use two NOR gates here. Two NOR gates. So these are the NOR gates, my dear students. Try to adjust with diagrams. Don't bother about diagrams. Okay, and it's going to have the two inputs. Two inputs. Those inputs are S and R. S R, and his output is a Q output, and we are going to have one normal output and one complement output, Q and Q bar. And this Q bar will be given to the first NOR gate, and this Q will be normal output will be fed back to the this complement NOR gate. So this is a circuit diagram of the SR latch. Circuit logic diagram of the SR latch. Let's make it SR latch logic circuit. Okay. So before explaining this operation, let me clear one thing that, for example, if you say Qn is the present state. For example, if you make a Qn is a present state of previous output, then we can say that Qn plus 1 is the next state. Qn plus 1 is the next state. Okay. Or else if we take Qn plus 1 is the present state, then Qn plus 2 will be the next state. Or else if we assume that Qn minus 1 is the present state, then Qn will become the next state. Okay. It depends on our assumption. So without confusion, I will explain you with this symbolic representation, that is Qn is the present state and Qn plus 1 is the next state output. Okay. Here Q and Q bar are the outputs. Q is the normal output and Q bar is the complement output. That means if you are going to get Q as 0, you have to get the Q bar will be 1. Okay. Let me mention here that one also. So this is the normal output. This one is the normal output, and this one is what complement output. Complement output. Okay. Let me take the present state is Qn and Qn bar. Qn and Qn bar. Okay. So let's observe the operation of this SR latch. That is so before explaining the operation, here we are using the what? Here we are using the NOR gate, right? We are using NOR gate. Let me take a truth table of the NOR gate, 2 input NOR gate. Let me take the 2 input NOR gate truth table. Okay. For example, you are having 2 inputs as AP. You are having 2 inputs as AP, and for NOR gate it is a plus B whole bar. A plus B whole bar. Okay, and 4 combinations 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. So with these combinations, you know that table for this NOR gate. So for NOR gate, what is the output here? So for 0 0, the output is going to be, tell me that, anybody could you answer me that? For A value 0, B value 0, what is the output of NOR gate? Please post your answer in the chat box. So I need your attention, whether it is wrong or right, I don't bother. So it is going to be what? 1. When 0 0, this will be 1. In the remaining cases, the output is what? In the remaining 3 cases, 0, right? So it is going to be 0. Just keep aside. Now let us observe this operation of the SR latch here. So when we talk about the SR, that is here in our circuit, we are having the 2 inputs. We are having 2 inputs S and R, right? So we are going to have the how many combinations for 2 inputs? We are going to have the 4 possibilities. Okay. So let me explain with the cases. So in the case 1, let me take S equal 0, R equal to 1. Let me take S equal 0, R equal to 1. Okay. So before that, please observe that here what did I say? R stands for what? R stands for the reset. Let me show here. I said that R stands for the reset. It means what? If you are going to give R equal to value, if you give the R value will be 1, then you will get output is Qn will be 0. That is, you are going to reset the output. And that means if you want to reset the output, you have to make R equals to 1. That is the meaning of the reset input. Okay. Now I told you that S is the set input. S is the set input. That means if you give the S equals to 1, S equal to 1, you have to get the output value as set output. That is you are going to set the output. Qn will be 1. Now we'll observe whether we are going to get this reset outputs or set outputs. Okay. Now let's see the cases here. So as we are having the 2 inputs, so we are going to have the 4 cases with the 2 input combinations, 4 possibilities. So S equal 0, R equal 1. So for this case, what is the output? We are having the 2 normal outputs, Qn normal output and one complement output. Okay, Qn and Qn bar. Now what is this outputs? Okay, now here you can observe that I'm saying what we are taking on S value is what? S value is 0 and R value is 1. R value is 1. Now if you observe the truth table of NOR gate, if the any one of the input is 1, you can observe if the any one of the input is 1. So what is the output we observed? We observed the output is what? 0. So don't bother about the remaining input. If at least one of the input is 1, we are going to get the output of NOR gate is going to be what? 0. So if you observe for this gate, for R input, R input, R equals to 1. So you're going to get the Qn will be what? 0. Qn will become 0, and this Qn will be fed back to this NOR gate. And now for this NOR gate, what is the input here? Two inputs are 0, 0. S is 0 and Qn is 0. So then Qn bar will become what? For 0, 0 combination, what is the output? You can observe the truth table of NOR gate. You can will get the output is what? Logic 1. Okay. So output is going to be logic 1. So when you are going to give the S equal 0, R equal to 1, you are getting Qn value 0 and Qn bar will be what? 1. Now whether you are getting the satisfying this condition or not, you can observe we are getting Qn is 0 and complement output is what? 1. That is 0 complement is what? 1 only. So you are satisfying with our output, and also you can observe that we are giving the reset equals to 1. R equal to 1. That is you reset the output. That is you are going to give Qn equals 0. That means, for example, if you are using a switch and you want to reset, you want to switch off the anything, then you have to give the R equal to 1. Then circuit will be switched off. Okay, that is a reset. When you give R equal to 1, you are getting the Qn output will be 0. A reset output. Now let me make it. I told you that what is the latch actually? Latch is what? Latch is a memory. Latch is just simply we can say it's a memory element. Okay. Now let us move that. Let us observe whether the data is going to be stored or not. So what is the memory actually? It has to store the previous output. It has to store the previous output. Okay. Now if I take this is the present output, Qn equals 0, Qn bar 1 equals to 1. Then if I make S value 0, R value 0, that is if I reset the output inputs, if I reset the inputs here, that is reset means what? We are removing the inputs here. Now I am removing the inputs means you are making it S equal 0, R equal 0. S equal 0, R equal 0. So in this case, let us observe the output here. S equal 0 and R equal 0. S value 0 and what? R value 0. Now here, what is the previous here? You can we got what is the Qn complement here? We observed Qn complement is what? 1. So 1 will be fed back to this NOR, one more input of this NOR gate. So for this NOR gate, the inputs are what? 0 and 1. That is R equals 0 and one more input is 1. For 0, 1, the output is going to be what? For NOR gate, the output will be 0. The output will be 0. Now again this 0 will be fed back to this NOR gate, and 2 inputs are 0, 0 input. For 0, 0, the output will be what? 1. So you got here, when you reset the inputs, that is when when you go for the memory case, you are getting what? Qn 0, Qn bar is 1. That is, this data is what? This data is storing. You are storing the previous data here. So whatever previous data is there, that is Qn equals 0, Qn bar equals 1, that is being stored by the latch when you make both inputs 0. Okay, that is, if you want to store the data, we have to make s equal 0 and r equal 0. So this case is called memory case. This case is called the memory case. Okay, so it's the case 1. Let's move to the case 2. In the case 2, let me make s equal to 1. That is, now I'm making the set value 1 and reset equal 0. So for this case, what is the Qn and what is the Qn bar? What is the Qn and what is the Qn bar? Let me remove previous data here. So please observe, everybody. Try to observe the operation. That is how I am taking the outputs here. That is going to be confused after the class. So please try to remember. So here, when we are giving s equals to 1 and r equals 0, our second case. So please try to analyze this one. So in this case, what happens here? We're making s value 1, set value 1. So if you observe that for NOR gate, if any one of the input is 1, what is our output? You're going to get output is 0, right? So here s value is 1, s equal 1. So we'll get the this complement output will be 0. This will be 0. So here don't bother about the remaining input. So here I'm not bothering with the remaining input when one of the input of NOR gate is logic 1, one of the input of NOR gate is logic 1, then I don't bother about the remaining inputs. So for that, we're going to get the output is 0. Okay, we got Qn bar is what? 0. Qn bar is 0. Now this 0 will be fed back to the this first NOR gate, top NOR gate, and for this NOR gate, two inputs are what? 0, 0. So whenever two inputs of NOR gate is 0, 0, the corresponding output is what? Logic 1. The corresponding output is what? Logic 1. So you got what? Qn value is what? 1. Now you can check it here. The case 2, we are making what? Set equals 1. That is, you are getting the output is what? 1 only. So is it satisfied or not? When you give s equals to 1, the output is going to be set. The output is going to be set. Okay, so it is satisfying. One more thing is, we are taking that Qn is normal output and Qn bar is what? Complement output. Now you can observe whether we are getting the complement outputs or not. 1, 0. Both are what? Both are complement outputs. And let us check for the memory case. There is a s equal 0, r equal 0, whether the data is going to be stored or not, whether this latch is going to hold the data or not. Let us observe that. That is, now we are making what? This r value 0. Let me keep it here. Now we are making r value 0 and s value 0. I'm using a red color for memory case. Okay. Now here, what is the output is going to be? So here, what is the previous output, sir? Qn value is what? 1. Qn value is 1. So if you observe this bottom NOR gate, so for bottom NOR gate, we got two inputs are what? 1, 0. So for 1, 0, the output is going to be 0. The output is going to be 0. Okay. Now this 0 will be fed back to the top NOR gate, the input of the top NOR gate. Okay. Now two inputs are what? 0, 0 are the inputs. So for 0, 0, the output is what? Logic 1. So you're getting what? You're getting the same data. That is, the data is being stored here. Qn value 1, Qn bar is what? 0. So here I have taken analysis by taking the from the complement output. from the complement output, we have observed the analysis here. You can also observe from the normal output. That is, if I take this output, one is fed back to this NOR gate, bottom NOR gate. Then for this bottom NOR gate, two inputs are 1 0. For 1 0, what is the output? Output is going to be 0, and this 0 will be fed back to the top NOR gate. And for this top NOR gate, the two inputs are 0 zeros, and output is again 1 only. That is, you can analyze it from the normal output or complement output. That is not a matter. You're getting the same output. Okay. So for this also, you're getting the memory case. So here also, we're getting the memory case. That means when you're applying the two inputs, and if you want to store the data, the previous output, what you have to do? You have to make S value 0, R value 0. Then what happened? That the data is going to be stored. That will be hold. The latch is going to be hold that information. Okay. Now let's move to the case 3. What is the remaining case 3? Case 3 is what? S equals 1 and R equal to 1. The remaining case is what? S equal 1, R equals 1. So in this also, what is the Qn value and what is the Qn bar value? What is the Qn value and what is the Qn bar value? Let me remove this outputs here. Now we are going with the third case. So now we are making what? The inputs S equal to 1 as well as the R equal to 1. Okay. Now we can observe for NOR gate, if any one of the input is logic 1. If any one of the input is logic 1, what is the output? The output is going to be 0. Right? That is, you are getting Qn value 0, and the 0 will be put back to here. And again here also you are going to get what? 0 only. Okay? 0 only. That is, you are getting when S equals to 1, R equal to 1. S equal to 1, R equal to 1, you are getting what? Both inputs are zeros and zeros. Zeros and zeros. Now tell me, can we use this state? Anybody, could you answer me that? Can I use the case 3? Is it valid to use this state for S equals to 1, R equal to 1? So we cannot use this state. Why? Because you are getting the normal output and complement output, both are same outputs. You are getting both values are zeros only, right? So it is not going to be used. The state is not going to be used. So when you are talking about the SR latch by using NOR gates, so in that case, we should not use the case when you make S equals to 1, R equals 1. Why? Because you are getting the wrong information. That is, you are getting both outputs, normal output and complement output, both will be zeros only, right? Let me check it for the memory case also. S equal 0, R equal 0. So in this case also, whether I am saying that it is we are not going to use, still let us check it for whether it is going to be stored or not. Now here we are resetting this one. This is 0. For 0 0, the output is 1, and here for 1 0, the output is what? 0. That is, you are getting what? The outputs are Qn equals what? Qn equals, we got 1, and this is 0. You can observe the data is storing when we give S equals to 1, R equal to 1, you got Qn value 0, but now it is changed to 1. That is, it is not storing the information. When you are making S equal 0, R equal 0, it is not storing the information. So for in this case also, this case 3 is failed. This case 3 is not valid. Okay. Now you can observe that here I have taken analysis from complement output. I have taken analysis from what? Complement output. For example, if I analyze from the normal output, there is this 0 will be fed back to here. 0. The previous output is what? 0. When 0 will be fed back to here, what is the output of the complement? The output is going to be what? 1. And when this 1 is will be here, for 0, 1, the output is going to be what? 0. So in this case, what is the outputs are you getting? You are getting outputs are Q1 equal to 0. Qn bar equals to 1. That is for same case, for same S equal 0, R equal 0, you are getting the different outputs. You are getting the different outputs. Okay. So with these three drawbacks, I can say we can say that this case S equals to 1, that is S equal to 1 and R equal to 1. This case is not used. This case is not toggle. It's not toggle. We'll talk about toggle in future. So S equals to 1, R equal to 1 is not used. That is it's going to be invalid case. It's going to be invalid case. Okay. So let me make it in table. The total explanation. So everybody, small announcement. The meeting is going to be ending in a couple of minutes. So after that, please rejoin. I'm not going to message in the group. So before that, let us see this table. The total information I am making in table here. That is our inputs are SR and output is the QN. Okay. So 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. Okay. So for 0 0, what is the output here? So it is a memory case. When you make S60 R0, it is a memory case. So just don't bother about the case tree. That is a not used state. So don't bother about the case tree. That is the output is going to be no change. Memory case means what? No change output. No change output. And when you give S equal 0, R equal 1. S equal 0, R equal 1. The case is what? The case 1. S equal 0, R equal 1. You got output is what? A reset output. You can observe what is the reset value. We are giving R equal 1. So we must get the reset output Qn0. We call it is a reset output. And when you give S equal 1, R equal 0, we will get set output. That is, you are making S equals 1. So you are going to get the set output. And this is what? It is a not used. It's a useless state. Not used state. Okay. So the information, let me make one more table also. So here S R lash. If I make Qn is the present state, then what about Qn plus 1? This will become what? A next state. This will become a next state. Okay. So let me make with this case, that is with 0 0 case. With 0 0 case, Qn can be 0 or Qn can be 1. For 0 1 case, Qn can be 0, this can be 1. And for 1 0 case, this can be 0 or this can be 1. For 1 1 also 0 or 1. Okay. So in this case, what is the next state here? So what is the 0 0 case? When you give S equal 0, R equal 0, what is the output? Output is going to be memory case. There is a no change in output. This is the next state will be same as the previous state. That is Qn plus 1 will be equal to the Qn. When you give S equal 0, R equal 0. So same 0 will be appear here, same 1 will be appear here. This is a memory case. No change output. This is the no change output. There is no change in output. Now coming to next case. When you give S equal 0, R equals 1. In this case, what is the output? Output is a reset output. That is irrespective of the present state. That is irrespective of the previous output. When you make S equal 0, R equal 1, you are going to get the reset output. So this is the reset output. The next state will be reset. Now coming to third case, when you give S equal 1, R equal 0, so irrespective of the present state or previous output, the output will be set output. So this is the set output. What about next case? This is the invalid case. This is the invalid case. That is a not used case. Okay. So it is about the small story of SR latch. The question can be asked in your technical exam like for SR latch, which of the following will give the memory case? The question will be for SR latch, which of the following case is going to give the memory case? Option A, S equal to 0 or equal to 1. Option B, S equal to 1 or equal to 0. Option C, S equal to 0 or equal to 0. Option D, S equal to 1 or equal to 1. So what is the option here? Option C, obviously, right? So S equal to 0 or equal to 0 is going to the memory case. So in this way you can answer the questions here. So it is about the SR latch by using OR gates. So please everybody leave the meeting and rejoin. We'll talk about the SR latch by using the NAND gates. Okay. So please leave the meeting and join fast.